Space opera games are built around massive worlds, deep storytelling, and conflicts that stretch across entire galaxies. Upcoming titles are pushing this further with richer characters, larger universes, and more detailed world building. Let's get into it. Exodus is a sci-fi action-adventure RPG where you play as June Aslan, a salvager-turned-traveler leading humanity against the Celestials 40,000 years in the future. With gameplay built around interstellar missions to recover celestial remnants that can be fused with human technology through a gauntlet to unlock new combat abilities, alongside squad-based combat with companions, while time dilation changes outcomes as returning from missions alters humanity over long periods across different planets.
In 2060, Earth is dying, but we might have a solution.
Aphelion is a sci-fi action-adventure game where you control astronaut Ariane on a frozen planet after a crash separates her from her injured partner Thomas, with gameplay built around traversal using tools like a grappling hook, oxygen system, and Pathfinder to move across dangerous terrain, alongside stealth sections that require avoiding a hostile lifeform, while parts of the game also shift to Thomas as he investigates surroundings and gathers clues to survive.
Stable enough to breathe with the right equipment. An electromagnetic field spans the entire planet, forming a complex energy network. Most importantly, our instruments have detected a mysterious heat source. A source that could allow liquid water to exist. Ice, snowfall, flowing rivers. This planet could have a complete water cycle. We're ready. We've trained for the harshest environment. Conditions are not optimal yet. But all the raw ingredients for habitability are here.
I know it. Damn it.
This world has everything to become humanity's new home.
It's impossible.
So we gave it a name.
Shit.
Not for what it is, but for what it will be.
We know the cause.
Persephone,
Tell him the truth.
the Greek goddess of fertility. It can't be a bad omen, right?
It was like another life.
The Expanse Osiris Reborn is a third-person action RPG where you play as a customizable mercenary captain, caught in a system-wide crisis after an incident on Eros, with gameplay built around squad-based combat using cover shooting, abilities, and real-time commands, while two companions join missions and others provide support alongside ship management and crew interactions that change based on decisions, as players travel across locations like Mars, Ceres, and Ganymede, while handling political conflicts and survival.
Wrong.
Ceres belongs to Belters. I didn't become a mercenary to run away from my enemies.
Fear festering into hatred. Typical.
Surely a little gun doesn't scare you.
A Trojan horse. Protegen let its own enemies in.
An enemy of my enemy is my friend.
to find our own answer.
Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic is a single-player action RPG set in the Old Republic era, where you play as a Force user navigating a galaxy undergoing major change, with gameplay built around choice-driven progression that shapes story outcomes and character interactions. Similar in structure to KOTOR, alongside narrative-focused missions involving ancient mysteries and precursor civilizations, all developed in Unreal Engine 5 with a focus on player agency and decision impact. Alien Deathstrom is a first-person action horror game where you play as a combat engineer sent to investigate a silent off-world colony, devastated by a massive storm and hostile alien presence, with gameplay built around fast-paced shooting combined with survival elements as environmental hazards like the shifting storm affect visibility and movement, while players manage threats from swarming enemies and use different tools and weapons to adapt to dangerous and constantly changing conditions.
Warning. Adverse weather conditions detected. Wind speeds reaching survival threshold. Seek shelter.
Just take care of your little freaking robo-zoo.
Artificial Detective is a third-person action-adventure game where you control a robot detective investigating humanity's disappearance in a city controlled by rogue machines, with gameplay built around combat using electromagnetic weapons, hacking systems, and stealth approaches, while using the environment for different strategies, alongside companion-based progression where a robo-dog and a human girl unlock abilities, assist in combat, and open new paths as players move between districts and gather clues to uncover the truth.
No touching. You got your toy? These are my toys. I'm a detective, not a babysitter, all right? What the f... Hold on, kid!
It's time to clock in, Pioneer. Your assignment begins aboard a company out.
SpaceCraft is an online space simulation game where players pilot ships across multiple star systems while mining resources, crafting components, and building custom ships with parts that affect performance. With gameplay built around scanning planets, extracting materials, and creating automated bases that handle production and logistics using drones and cargo routes, alongside player trading and cooperative systems, while space combat includes detection, pursuit, and engagement phases against hostile factions like pirates.
Build your own base. Automate production and refine materials into advanced components. Unfold this expansive universe filled with countless planets and opportunities. Design your own spacecrafts, adapting them to your needs. Out here, success is measured by your assets. Expand your operations and become a high-value corporation.
This is an SOS.
Directive 8020 is a cinematic sci-fi horror game set on the colony ship Cassiopeia after a crash on Tau Ceti F, where players control crew members dealing with a shape-shifting alien threat that can mimic humans. With gameplay built around stealth, quick reactions, and limited combat using improvised tools, alongside branching decisions through a story system that changes outcomes and character survival, while trust between crew members becomes a key part of identifying threats and staying alive.
We'll be holding out here until you come for us. Oh my god. We need urgent assistance.
They're right behind me! Open the fucking door!
God, it's alive.
Please. Help us. Get me out of here! Or I'm gonna fucking freeze!
It's fucking burning in here! You can't leave me out here!
Please. Save us.
Verse Project is a multiplayer space simulation game set in a 1-to-1 scale solar system where players control near-future spacecraft to travel between planets, moons, and asteroids using realistic physics, with gameplay built around mining resources, trading, forming alliances, and engaging in combat for control, alongside a shared online environment where all players exist in the same universe without loading screens, allowing real-time interaction and events that change conditions across the system. Starfield Terran Armada is a story expansion that introduces a new faction of former United Colonies and Freestar members operate as tech-driven antagonists, with gameplay built around incursion events that take over locations or create space battles where fast travel is disabled, requiring direct combat using the cruise flight mode alongside new robotic enemies, a recruitable robot companion with a complex personality, and additional equipment upgrades and effects designed to counter these threats.
Do not attempt combat with us. It will not survive.
Shields up! Take him down!
This is gonna be fun! A pilot is only as capable as their starship.
The moment you realize
A ship
it's beautiful,
only as useful as its crew.
it's unexpected. It's colorful. Moment you realize
Together, you will find your place in the galaxy. But beware. Others are claiming theirs.
Humans of the settled systems. You have forgotten who you are. We shall remind you.
There is no use resisting. What? Destroying hostile.
They got the crash drive!
Annihilating.
We are the Terran Armada. And none shall stand in our way.
So, Doc, I'm guessing...
Project Vesperi is a branching narrative sci-fi game where you play as Dr. Evelyn Roth investigating signs of life on Venus, with gameplay built around decision-based storytelling that leads to multiple endings and changes how characters react and survive, alongside dialogue choices, exploration for new paths, and interactions within a habitable station. As an intruder threat creates conflict where each action can alter relationships, outcomes, and the fate of both the crew and humanity.
Are you okay, Doc?
Maybe I can save them this time.
I know you care about him. I may not have people that I'm supporting, but Jesse does.
Why are you here? What do you want with the Geode?
I have orders, Doctor.
No!
Helen, no!
This Geode is beyond our comprehension. It's bigger than all of us. I'm guessing all of us in this room have people waiting for us back home. Please let us go. Let me figure this out. Let me try. Let me get back to my daughter.
Hello, Jumpers. Good to see you again. John Jumpspace here. I've been in recovery after,
Jump Space is a co-op PvE action game for up to 4 players, where you operate as a spaceship crew across mission-based scenarios with gameplay built around seamless transitions between piloting, on-foot combat, and spacewalks, alongside ship management that includes upgrading, repairing, and adjusting systems like power and defenses, while players take on flexible roles such as piloting or engineering, and work together to handle enemy encounters, hazards, and changing mission conditions.
Around the map, and how much will be subtracted is shown by these numbers here. There are also a few ways to make your heat go up again, as you will discover, so just be careful out there. You can spend a longer time clearing every sector to gear up and reduce all the heat, or you can speedrun straight to the finale for a shorter mission. Only real lunatics like me go for that strat. But watch out for the lava wall. This danger zone will slowly sweep over the map with every jump between sectors you make. Jumping to a sector inside the red will be very difficult, with only elite ships and increased numbers. You don't want to get caught in that situation, so plan your jumps around this. Important to note, you can now jump longer distances across sectors you've already cleared, like this. We want heat and the map changes to make choices more meaningful and impactful. For example, you can now jump away from a sector at any time if you're very low on health or resources, and want to avoid that inevitable ship fight. But that means missing your chance to reduce the heat from that sector. We've also made changes to loot distribution on how heat affects how much loot you find in a specific sector. Lots of changes to try out here. Let us know how it feels. We've added a new special sector with various points of interest. There's a lot of these, in varying shapes and sizes. Who knows what they contain, but they're always worth investigating. You can encounter a locked loot door with several ways to open it, or maybe a jumping puzzle. Help me! Our plan is to soon populate every sector in the game with at least one random point of interest. Even if you jump into a sector you've seen before, we want you to always find something new, or have unexpected things happen. We've done some big rebalancing to ground enemies and difficulty. There's these new drones I've started seeing out there. Uncle Junk blew me off a cliff. I'll never forgive him. Enemy types now have more distinct behavior and attack patterns, tweak damage, and are better at targeting everyone equally, among other tweaks. While enemies by themselves are more dangerous and shouldn't be ignored, we balanced this by having longer pauses between them spawning, so that encounters have more room to breathe and feel more fair. With these changes, going up in mission difficulty rank should feel smoother and not like a drastic spike too. We want very hard to feel very hard. You can always let us know in your feedback if you went a little crazy here. You'll hopefully have a lot of fun navigating ground battles and outplay those robots with your new sliding. Oh yeah, sliding. Now you can slide around and down slopes by sprinting and crouching. It's very useful during fights, trust me. We really should have added this sooner. Once you've tried it, you can't go back. There's new weapons too. A semi-auto rifle, the Bulldog. Weapon enthusiasts will tell you that this is a bullpup, freaking nerds, but it's really satisfying. Go give it a whirl. There's now finally grenades too, acting as another consumable to find. There's both normal and sticky variants, making everything do a big boom. The football in the hangar has been patched up and can now be played with. Speaking of the hangar, you can now configure your power grid and component layout straight from behind Barrett, as has been much requested by the community. That's pretty much all the new stuff that you'll notice on the surface. We've also done a lot of work under the hood. We updated the engine to Unity 6, which will help us out with performance and stability. Together with network fixes, we hope that this update eliminates a lot of issues reported by players in the past few months. Please let us know how things feel now. We won't stop working on improvements until it runs smooth. But yeah, this update is focusing on stability and laying technical groundwork for the future. For summer 2026's big update, we know you want ship number 3, and hopefully we can deliver even more than that, but no promises quite yet. We hope you enjoy the heated update, and leaving your feedback on the features and stability helps us immensely. So write us in the comments, or Discord, or on Steam forums. If there's anything you really want to see included in the next update, let us know as well. Once again, we are so thankful for all of you investing your time and energy into Jump Space. We will keep building the game the best we can, together with your help. Okay, I'll stop yapping. John Jump Space, out.
Here is everything you need to know.
Pragmata is a sci-fi action-adventure game set on a lunar research station where players control Hugh alongside an android companion named Diana, with gameplay built around coordinated actions between the two characters, combining combat and a hacking system that requires interacting with targets to weaken or control threats, while progression involves navigating the station, solving obstacles through this dual-character system, and dealing with dangers encountered across the environment.
The hostile AI in charge of the station. Stranded, their only chance is to work together in the hopes of escaping to Earth. Hugh brings the firearms and mobility, and Diana can hack robots on the fly, cracking them open to reveal their vulnerable inner workings, and can even override door locks when the path ahead is sealed. That brings us to the heart of Pragmata, the hacking and shooting system. It's a tactile, breathless combination of strategy and action that makes you think on your feet and manage the space around you. Incredibly intuitive and deeply rewarding when executed correctly. And we've just got time to mention the world, an extraordinary 3D printed lunar landscape controlled by a nefarious AI, crammed with twisted lunar filament creations, varied enemies, and surprising secrets. Get to grips with Pragmata by playing the demo, available now on PC and consoles.
Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic Remake is a rebuilt version of the original RPG, where players follow the same core story while gameplay shifts toward action-focused combat instead of the original turn-based system. With updated visuals and expanded environments, alongside potential new content and adjustments using modern technology, as development continues under a different studio with the aim of reworking both gameplay systems and presentation for a modern audience. Mass Effect 5 is a single-player sci-fi RPG built in Unreal Engine 5, with gameplay expected to continue the series' focus on narrative-driven missions, character interactions, and player-driven decisions that shape story outcomes alongside combat and squad-based systems similar to previous entries, while the setting connects elements from both the original trilogy and Andromeda, including the presence of Liara, with development centered on expanding the universe through new conflicts and storylines.
Mark 6 is away. Godspeed.
Is anyone receiving this? We've lost contact. Anomaly readings all across space.
Beyond Good and Evil, 2 is an action RPG prequel set in the System 3 galaxy where players create a customizable space pirate and build a crew while taking on missions across planets and cities, with gameplay built around seamless travel from planetary surfaces into space, including ship piloting, dogfights, and boarding enemy vessels, alongside both solo and co-op play in a shared universe where player actions can affect events across the galaxy.
Do you hear me?
Roger, Uma.
Half the crew is dead drunk in my sickbay after eating your miraculous space chili. Any thoughts?
Well, I have no idea what you mean. Our food is healthy. Invigorating.
Captain to crew. Dead monkey in the crow's nest. I repeat, monkey down. Else space chili strikes again.
Copy that, Captain. Hey, Paige. Bet we could use your space chili to overclock our engines.
Negativo, mi amor. Only you can melt my circuits.
Keep laughing, fools. The key ingredient to good cooking is love.
What? Engineering to officers, we are dead in the water. I repeat. Main engines are cursed.
Nox, come in. What have we got on the scanners?
Jack shit. Nada. Hey, wait. I see something. 3 o'clock starboard. It's massive. Get back here, Shani. Hold off!
Lock down the bake hull. Give your auxiliary engines. Deploy shields and bring our bomb now! Brace yourselves! Gods protect us.
Vanguard is an extraction-based FPS set on the planets of New Eden, where players deploy as war clones to raid sites, secure resources, and extract before time runs out, with gameplay built around modular weapons that can change fire modes and damage types, alongside cooperative and competitive encounters, while missions include battling Nemesis drones in multi-stage fights and returning to a central hub to craft gear, trade, and prepare for future operations tied to a larger ongoing war.
Before the quake,
Stand by for insertion.
they underestimate us at their peril. For we will rise again.
Halo Campaign Evolved is a rebuilt version of Halo. Combat Evolved's campaign, where players control the Master Chief across the original story with updated visuals and refined controls, with gameplay built around first-person shooting, vehicle use, and expanded weapons including additions from later entries, alongside 3 new prequel missions, optional modifiers that change combat conditions, and support for solo play or up to 4-player online co-op with shared progression.
we can!
Fire Team Charlie, we're on our way.
Touchdown! Hit it, Marine! Somebody order a Warthog!
The Covenant are putting up a real fight. The cartographer must be here.
Lock and load, rock and roll!
Give them hell, Chief.
Tear it open!
Last Sentinel is a first-person immersive sim where you play as a modern man stranded on an island controlled by a hostile tribe, with gameplay built around crafting scientific tools like traps, mines, and distraction devices using gathered resources alongside stealth and combat options that allow different approaches to encounters while players solve puzzles, avoid detection, and deal with environmental hazards, enemy soldiers, and bosses as they work toward escaping the island.
Hush now. It's going to be okay. The demon is here. It's the demon.
Follow me.
Star Atlas is a space MMO set in the year 2620 where players join one of 3 factions and take part in territorial control, resource management, and large-scale conflicts, with gameplay built around piloting ships, space combat, and third-person shooting, alongside a player-driven economy using blockchain-based tokens for trading, governance, and asset ownership, while items like ships and land function as digital assets that players can control and use across the persistent universe. Star Wars Eclipse is an action-adventure game set in the High Republic era, where players control multiple characters across an original story in the Outer Rim, with gameplay built around branching narrative systems where decisions and character actions change outcomes and allow the story to continue even after deaths, alongside interactive sequences, combat, and space encounters, as each character has distinct roles that influence how events unfold across different paths.
darkness.
Total War Warhammer 40,000 is a strategy game that combines turn-based campaign management with real-time battles across a galactic setting, where players control factions like Space Marines, Orcs, Aldari, and Astra Militarum, with gameplay built around expanding territory, managing resources, and customizing armies, alongside commanding large-scale battles using infantry, vehicles, and abilities, while players capture planets, upgrade forces, and engage in tactical warfare both on the ground and from orbit.
Tides of aliens, traitors, and demons. Across countless worlds, battles rage. Lead your armies. Conquer worlds. Fight on as the galaxy burns. For there is no peace amongst the stars. There is only war.
Voidling Bound is a third-person action shooter where players control creatures called Voidlings, with gameplay built around direct combat using abilities like attacks, dodges, and parries while moving across different planets, alongside a creature system that includes hatching, evolving through branching paths, assigning attributes, and customizing abilities, as players collect resources, rescue eggs, and build different Voidlings to handle various enemies, bosses, and mission-based challenges across infected environments. Star Wars Zero Company is a turn-based tactics game set during the Clone Wars where you control a customizable leader named Hawks commanding a squad of specialists on missions, with gameplay built around tactical combat that requires positioning, ability use, and squad coordination, alongside base management elements where players interact with teammates, upgrade equipment, and prepare for operations, as each squad member has distinct roles that influence mission outcomes and story progression.
Vulnerable. Truth is, there's a war you don't see. The one fought in the shadows. The war beneath the war. A war that's won with the right strategy. Surveillance, ciphers, good old-fashioned sabotage. These aren't the heroes they tell stories about. They're professionals. Setting aside their differences to take on the impossible. just a job, and they get it done.
Honeycomb: The World Beyond is a survival sandbox game where you play as a bioengineer on the planet Soda 7, with gameplay built around gathering resources, crafting tools, and building a base using drones, alongside bioengineering systems that allow crossbreeding plants and animals to create new species with different properties, while players study alien life, manage survival needs, and handle threats from wildlife across varied environments.
Mocy, aby na nowo tchnąć w niego życie. Dawałam z siebie wszystko, starając się o pracę w laboratorium. Wtedy właśnie ogłoszono operację Honeycomb. Czy uda nam się znaleźć ratunek wśród gwiazd? Czy kiedyś zobaczę Ziemię zieloną?
Stan stabilny.
Remnant Protocol is a space simulation game where you command a rebel force from a hidden base while piloting a fighter in active missions, with gameplay built around switching between cockpit combat, featuring fast-paced dogfights, and a strategy layer that includes managing resources, building ships, researching upgrades, and planning operations, while players carry out raids, form alliances, and balance risk as enemy forces search for your position across a dynamic galaxy shaped by decisions.
Break, 3-3, 3-5.